Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today we are going to talk about what the heck is going on with all of the Doctor Who animation news. But first, some good news and some bad news. On the good news side, I have gotten a couple new patrons. I want to say thank you to them. Ham, who is on my channel quite a bit, he joined recently, and then I also had the Fly Attractor join. I still owe you a video request. I know Ham wants me to rewatch Horror of Fang Rot. We both really enjoy that story, which I don't own. I'm gonna have to find it online, but I still owe the Fly Attractor a video request because every person who joins my Patreon, just for joining, you do get a free video request. So very glad to have them join in. That gives me 3 so far, including my first one, Michael. And it's nice to see that growing. The channel itself is growing. We're over 350 subscribers now. Thank you to all of y'all who have subscribed. And even to the people who just watch. It's very nice to have you. I hope I can earn your subscription at some point. But I am very happy about that. It's nice to see the channel growing. I really like to see my Patreon growing. It just makes my day that people are willing to give me money just to listen to me talk about Doctor Who. And for me, it doesn't matter how little or how much given. It's just the thought behind it. The thought that someone is willing to give me money makes my day. So right now, my entry level for my Patreon is $2. I do have other tiers. I have a $5 tier, a $10, $15, and a $20 tier, which gives you different access to different things. Right now, temporarily, and I'm going to extend that actually through the entire month of May. Even my entry levels, $2 and my $2 tier and my $5 tier give you access to extra things for the whole month of May. I'm extending that through the whole month, where you'll have access to behind the scenes videos, bloopers and outtake videos, polls. Right now I've got a poll up voting on which Doctor Who story I'm going to be rewatching next, and they're all not so great stories that either the fandom doesn't like or I don't like. So you get to vote in that. I think right now it's tied between Sleep No More and Android Invasion. Ham has a sense of humor and really wants me to rewatch Android Invasion. He's a cruel, cruel man. Bad news aside, I am well aware of everything that is, well, I shouldn't say well aware, but I am aware of the stuff, the allegations going on against Noel Clarke and the stuff going on with John Barrowman. I don't really want to talk about them. I mean, if you guys want me to talk about them, I will do a video about it. If y'all want. I don't know. I really try to keep my channel away from that negativity. Really, my negativity is more focused on Fury from the Deep's animation being crap and, you know, Kill the Moon being crap. Stuff like that. But if that's something y'all want me to talk about, I will do a video on that. Y'all can leave that down in the comments. I personally don't want to talk about that. But if y'all want me to, I'll be glad to do a video about that. But I am aware of what's coming out about all of that. So, all of that out of the way, let's talk about the Doctor Who animations. So, it looks like, excuse me, looks like we have 4 different animations in the works, going by what's been announced and what's been rumored. So let's take them in order. We know Web of Fear is coming. This is the only one that's officially announced by the BBC is Web of Fear. We are getting a re-release of it with the missing episode 3, which is the only one missing, animated. So it is a 6-parter, 5 parts surviving, and episode 3 being animated. This was announced back at the end of November. This was announced back at the end of November. And since then, we've heard nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is suspicious to me. I figured we would have heard something by now. Maybe not even a lot, but nothing. We have not gotten a release date. We have not gotten any behind-the-scenes information, any of the VAM material we might get with it. We have not seen the artwork for the DVD, Blu-ray, or the steelbook covers. We have nothing. All we know is that it's coming eventually. And I'm a little concerned since that's been almost 6 months since it was announced. In 6 months, we've heard nothing. I am very concerned about that. And then a few months back, the Daily Mirror reported that we would be getting fully animated, colorized versions of Evil of the Daleks, a 7-parter, and The Abominable Snowmen, a 6-parter, both second Doctor stories. And I figured we would have had some word from the BBC by now. This is not the first video I've done talking about how concerned I am about lack of animation news. And we have heard nothing since, except for that one of the Doctor Who figurine magazines did mention in one of their things, I think it was the figure for the chameleon from from Faceless Ones, I believe it was, did mention that animated versions of Evil of the Daleks and Abominable Snowmen are coming. And since that is, about an officially licensed product, it kind of gave validation to the Daily Mirror article that those are the next two. So we had gotten to this point where I think the fandom just pretty much accepted it was all but confirmed that Evil of the Daleks and Abominable Snowmen were coming and that hopefully we'd get them this year. But it's May now. May, and we still have not heard any news on this. Nothing from the BBC officially. And usually we get some kind of teaser months before these things come out. Nothing from them on either story. And then suddenly, out of the blue, from way out of left field, we get another article from the Daily Mirror just the other day saying Galaxy 4 is coming. All 4 episodes going to be animated in color. I didn't expect to see this. Don't get me wrong, if they decide to do a Hartnell story, Galaxy 4 makes the most sense. And I figured Galaxy 4 would be one of the earliest Hartnell stories they would try to animate. It's only 4 parts. The supermodel blondes in it are all supposed to be clones of each other, so you can just use one model and copy paste. The aliens, you can use one model and copy paste. The other aliens, the alien looking aliens. And then there's not really costume changes. There's not a lot of different sets, and it's only a 4-parter. Seems really easy to do. I think the only issue it might have is I think the audio quality is considered poor. But Mark is a genius with audio, so I'm sure he can clean it up and make it sound pretty passable. So I'm not surprised that they announced Galaxy 4 if they're going to do a Hartnell. I'm just surprised they announced a Hartnell story when we haven't heard anything on Evil, excuse me, or Abominable. Because I figured those were the 2 we were going to get this year. Suddenly we have this news. This throws a whole wrench into everything. What's up with Evil and Abominable? Now, I'm curious what's taking Web of Fear so long. Perhaps that animation style that they're trying for it is taking longer to do, because the reveal trailer for Web of Fear was I love the animation they used in that trailer, which was, of course, an animated version of the original trailer for Web of Fear. Very nice. Really has me excited. I love that 3D look it has. Gets Troughton's mannerisms down really, really well, especially the way he runs at the end. I loved that. So the episode could be taking a long time to animate like that. Now, if they're trying to use that same style for Evil of the Daleks or Abominable Snowmen, that's 7 parts and 6 parts, because even though there's an episode surviving in each, they're just going to animate the whole thing. We know that at this point. That seems much more sophisticated animation than what we have gotten before, so it may be taking them longer than anticipated. And I'm fine with that. Maybe they're going to give us Galaxy 4 with a lesser animation to hold us over. I am fine with waiting. Let me say this right now to the BBC directly. If I have to wait until 2022 to get Evil of the Daleks and or Abominable Snowmen looking phenomenally good, I will wait. I will wait longer to get good animation than get bad animation sooner. Fury from the Deep is a perfect example of me being disappointed because I'm pretty sure that project was rushed. We know that the original 2016 Power of the Daleks had a huge deadline it had to meet because they wanted to broadcast it on the 50th anniversary of the original broadcast. And they had to cut lots of corners. That's why we got the special edition later, so they could actually do what they wanted to do. And I strongly suspect Fury from the Deep's animation was held to these time constraints, these draconian time constraints, I'm betting. Because the animation looks rushed in places, like when the soldiers are wearing the mask that they didn't wear in the original production. Or the guy who is in the chair for most of the story now in the animation looks like he's bound to the chair, almost like he's handicapped and can't walk. He's always in the chair, instead of in the original footage of episode 6 when he's out of the chair. Characters talking with their backs to the camera and then turning around mid-talk. There's so many shortcuts taken in Fury from the Deep, I just get the impression that it was rushed. They had to meet deadline. And ultimately, I think that hurt the story. I don't want that for Evil of the Daleks. Evil of the Daleks has such a good reputation. I need the animation to live up to that reputation. because Fury from the Deep also had such a good reputation. The animation does not live up to the reputation. So, I don't know if this Galaxy 4 is something they can do quickly, get out quickly, just to give them more time to work on the others, or if something has happened and the others have been backed up for some reason. I don't know. My main the main thing I want to know is what's up with Web, because Web has been officially announced and we have heard nothing. And all they have to do is animate one episode and do some of the behind the scenes stuff. I just want lack of communication. This is the main problem from the BBC. Lack of communication. I need to know something. I'm perfectly willing to wait. I don't mind waiting. Just tell me something. Actually say the Evil of the Daleks animation is coming, but it's taking a little longer than anticipated. Fine. I'm great with that. Abominable. Fine. Just tell me something. So I'm not sitting here having to make videos where I'm basically saying, that's frustrating. Let me know what's up with Web of Fear. Has something come up? It's only one episode y'all had to animate. What's going on with that? Give me some news. Lack of communication is the big problem here. So that's my thought on it. I don't know what's going on with the Doctor Who animations. I really wish the BBC would make some kind of announcement concerning the animations just to give us a little clarity and maybe give us some kind of idea of what we're getting next. So what do you think of the announcement of Galaxy 4 and how that fits in with the other animation news? Do you really think that throws a wrench in the plans? What do you think this means for Evil and Abominable? What's going on with Web of Fear? I'd really like to know your takes on all of this, so comment down below. I always enjoy hearing y'all's opinions and getting your input on things. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss a notification for a new video. I do a new video daily. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.